casually out here in Washington, no big deal. Look at that. COVID? COVID who?
COVID ain't stopping us.
Sure ain't.
But don't forget your mask.
What's the hashtag?
The internet lies. Lies, okay? It lies, and I'll tell you why. What's up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. It's been a hot minute. It's me, Jenny, if you're new here. If you've been here before, what's up? Hello again. Why I'm wearing this shirt? Well, because I feel like the year has been totally taken away from us. So even though it's November and almost Christmas time, I feel like I didn't get a summer. So I'm summery. Talk about a year. Even though it's November right now and the year is almost over and we're right around the corner from 2021, and for a pandemic, this year has been really crazy for me. I've been so busy. You haven't seen me in a while. I'm back now. But let me just walk you through some of the things that's happened since the last time you saw me. First thing, my girlfriend just moved here. We were living at my parents' house for a little while. And then in the process, I was looking for a home. And we finally found one. So bought a place. I'm a new homeowner. With that comes a lot of projects. Am I right? Who's my first time homeowners here? A lot of things to do. It's busy.
Painted all the trim white, took down mirrors, fresh paint job, just a lot of stuff. Oh yeah, in the midst of all this, my sister got a cat too, and we absolutely adore her. Babe, she's licking my arm.
Another thing that happened is my buddies and I went out to Washington. Yes, Washington State. We did some hiking out there. One of my buddies, Andy, so I met him a couple years ago in Iceland. We usually hit up a lot of trips and shows and festivals and things like that. But with COVID, obviously things like that didn't happen. But we really wanted to go on a trip, so we did some research. We were going to go to Montana, Glacier National Park. Some of the things that we want to do were closed. Some of the paths were closed. There were restrictions. There was a lot of things going on in Montana, I know. So we went to Washington instead, which actually worked out in our favor because we hit up 3 national parks during the time we were there. A lot of things there. I'll tell you guys all about it, but I'm super glad to be back with you guys. I missed you. Let's get to it. Traveling during COVID. Yeah, I actually did that. So went to Washington. Another great thing about hitting up Washington and checking out those national parks is there weren't many people at the parks. I think one of the ones that we did, we saw maybe 5 or 6 people the entire hike. But we'll get there. I'll fill you guys all in. Hello. Pardon the interruption. But if you have not subscribed yet, subscribe. First off, Washington. Yes. Beautiful state. Loved it. I would go back again. Guys, let me tell you, the trails in Washington do not disappoint. The views out there are amazing. You see so many great things. 3 national parks we hit up have hundreds of trails. It was impossible for us to see everything the weekend we went. I definitely want to go back, check out more things. Before we went, we just kind of picked the ones that were the most popular, the ones that had the most ratings, the ones that people check out the most. Those were kind of the hikes that we wanted to do. So the first place we went to was Olympic National Park. The day that we were going there, it was storming all day. Literally, we woke up, it was super gray outside, it was raining. We looked at the radar, it said it was going to rain all day, and we were really bummed out because Olympic National Park has a really cool trail that we wanted to check out. We kind of just waited out for a little bit. We went out to get some acai bowls. We kind of hung around in the hotel, and then ultimately Andy was like, let's just drive out there. It was a 2-hour drive, so we thought, you know what, let's go. Maybe things will change. The trail we were doing was Mount Storm King, and when we got there, it was still raining. Kind of just sat in the car, and then we were like, you know what, let's take a nap. So we took a nap literally in the parking lot of this trail. We set an alarm, and when we woke up, the rain was literally just calming down. It was drizzling. It was perfect time to get out there. Guys, the internet lies because Mount Storm King was literally the hardest hike ever. The part that really threw us off was that online, it said it was a 5.3 mile hike round trip and a 2,100 foot elevation gain. Lies. Wrong. I was wrong. 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 In reality, though, my Apple Watch told me that we did 8.77 miles, almost 9 miles, basically, and it was almost a 2,400 foot elevation gain. We were not prepared for that at all, like at all. It was super hard. Mount Storm King also is entirely uphill. Literally the whole thing just goes straight up. The second you even start the trail, you're already going on an incline. The whole thing was just switchbacks. The whole thing. So when you get to the top, what's really cool about this trail is that there's actually 6 parts where it's all rope and you have to climb up. Literally rock climb up it. So I'll show you guys. And then when you make it to the tippy top, you're actually like walking on the side of a cliff that's all rock. It's very narrow, which is very scary. If you're afraid of heights, do not do it. I actually ran into a couple there. Actually, I ran into 4 people up there who were from Texas, I think, Oklahoma. They were somewhere down south, and one of the girls that was there, she was bawling her eyes out because it was really scary. Just be cautious up there, because one bad fall and it's bad. But really, really, really worth it.
If you look very closely, you'll see a bridge, and if you look even closer, you'll see the parking lot of where we started. Guys, that's how high we climbed. I can literally see where we parked, and that is how high it goes.
I wish someone told me it was almost 9 miles versus 5 miles, but you know what? It's okay. It's okay. So Olympic National Park, that was the only hike we did. Again, a lot of the day was raining, so we really just had to wait until it stopped raining. And by the time we did the hike, and by the time we were done, which was, a lot longer than we anticipated, it was already dark outside, so we didn't really get to experience more of what the park had to offer. So again, definitely want to go back. The following day, we went to North Cascades National Park. For this trip, we actually had a friend of ours fly in last minute. So the day that we were done doing Mount Storm King that night, one of our friends flew in and she joined us for the remainder of our trip. North Cascades National Park, amazing place, huge. It's a really big place. At North Cascades National Park, we did the Diablo Lake, which was a trail that goes along the lake, but it's a stunning lake. If you guys have ever been to Canada, specifically Moraine Lake or Lake Louise, you know like how that color is kind of turquoise and milky? That's exactly how Diablo Lake looked like from afar. The closer you got to it, obviously the color changed a little bit from afar though. It resembled exactly just the way that Lake Louise or Lake Moraine look. It wasn't as hard as Mount Storm King, which thank goodness, because my legs were still hurting from the day before. But really cool hike, great company. We had a lot of fun. We hung out by the lake afterwards too, had a couple drinks. There were more people at this one. It was a little more popular than the day before, probably because the weather that day was beautiful. It was super sunny, clear skies, no chance of rain, and I think that brought out more tourists and more hikers. Regardless, we kept our distance. We didn't see that many people on the trail itself. It was more so towards the lake where people were at. Diablo Lake trail that we did was over 6 miles. I believe it was like almost 6.5 miles. And the elevation gain was probably like 1,500 feet or 1,600 feet. So after 2 full days of hiking, you think we were done. Nope, we still had another full day. We went to Mount Rainier National Park, which was south of Seattle. Mount Rainier National Park, guys, amazing. Mount Fremont Lookout Trail was less than 6.5 miles round trip, which not shabby at all. And according to my Apple Watch, it was about 1,100 foot elevation gain.
This part of the trail that you guys are looking at is the part of the trail that had the least amount of traffic. Literally no one in sight, which was really great for us. As you can tell right here, it's very scenic. There were so many points of the trail where you could stop by, go to the side, and just look out and about into the amazing views. There's me. Hello. Make sure you guys are wearing good shoes on this hike. I mean, tennis shoes will work, but also look at all these rocks. And this is also not the only part of the trail that had a lot of rocks. So, highly recommend it. A lot of rocks. Sound effects just for you guys. Had to take a cute pic for the gram. Just a few more pictures, but honestly, this was exactly what I needed. I feel like my friends needed this trip too. Wow, just wow.
There you have it, guys. Washington. I highly recommend this place. If COVID wasn't going on, we definitely would have gone to Seattle. We would have done some tours. We would have done more things. But again, because there's a pandemic going on, we really just kept it to nature. We really just kept it to being in the woods, getting lost. Sometimes you just got to feed your soul with what it needs, and nature is definitely that for me. But anyway, I'll see you guys again soon. Don't worry, I won't disappear for half the year again. Like I said, just a lot of things going on, a lot of moving pieces. But I definitely want to come back and make more videos for you guys. I got a lot of stuff coming up, so stay tuned. Thanks so much for watching this video. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Happy Sunday, and I'll see you guys again soon.